Hello everyone and welcome back to Diablo 3. We're still in the Keep Depth level 2. Still trying to find the breach where the demons entered Bastion's Keep, because we want to throw them back. Whatever it is Asmodan has put in here, we want to kill it. Oh, and we're close to level up as well, which is nice. One thing which is interesting, but also dangerous in this area, wow, is that you cannot really see behind walls and around corners, obviously. So sometimes you come around a corner which looks empty at first, but as soon as you enter, or as soon as you go around, you see tons of enemies. And this is the right way, so I don't want to go there, because I still have areas left to do. And that can be particularly dangerous when you have the suicide guys standing right behind a corner, even though they have a bit of an effect, an aura around them, which you can actually see behind walls as well, so... And obviously my locusts do go around corners.
The spirit aid me. Glory to you.
Okay, so just fight for a little bit while I'm trying not to read what I'm getting, what I've unlocked. It's not that easy, actually. It's like it's in the middle of the screen and trying not to read it. I don't know, I want to keep the surprise for myself, I guess. And here we have random red skeleton things falling from the ceiling. Anyway, skills. So, firebomb, flash fire. Rather than exploding for area damage, each firebomb can bounce up to 6 additional targets. Damage is reduced by 15% per bounce. Fair enough. Let's see how it plays out. It doesn't sound that good, but you never know. Grasp of the Dead gets Desperate Grasp. Reduces the cooldown to 6 seconds. Fair enough. Summon Zombie Dogs Lifelink. Okay, they absorb damage done to me, so when I get damaged, they take damage instead. Okay. Zombie Charger. Instead we get Wall of Zombies. Raise a line of zombies from the ground that attacks nearby enemies for 800% weapon damage as physical over 5 seconds. Okay. Cool, cool. Actually, that firebomb does seem to work quite nicely for an AoE, so it's a little more targeted. It's not quite an AoE. It has a limited number of targets, but it might be more accurate hitting those targets. And wow, that's Grasp of the Dead. Working really nicely there. Just because there were so many enemies so closely cluttered together, that is just perfect for any AoE. Okay, so not really bad as a skill selection for now, and I can actually summon my zombie dogs. I have to remember that.
This keeps time is limited unless we can save it.
Yeah. But we are doing just that right now, Templar, so don't worry. We will be saving this place and everyone who lives in it and isn't dead yet. But yeah, that's like something they could have done a little better, as I said. They could have made it a little more, well, not really should have, but they could have done it a little better, where you feel slightly sorry for the soldiers who die. Or maybe you feel a little bit bad about it, because you could have done something, because as it stands now, you really couldn't have. And I'm not saying that all games should be somehow on an emotional level be doing anything. But like some of the letters you find and such, it seems like they tried to get some sort of emotional response from you. But then at other times it seems like, yeah, these soldiers, they're really just, like, expendable. Don't care about those, they're just there to die.
You're too late. My servant is already inside your walls, and his hunger is ravenous. He will devour your corpse, and those of your friends.
I doubt that very much. But that definitely takes us down to the keep depth level 3. I'm actually not sure if we do get more of the suicide guys down here. I know you definitely don't get them on the keep depth level 1, so I'm not certain if they're still around at this point. Nice. Yeah, the fire bomb, even with this rune, I still like it a lot. I like it a lot. That was from some movie, but I don't remember which one. Maybe Dumb and Dumber. Regardless.
You die!
Yeah. This really does a lot.
Nothing more than a scratch.
I cannot carry more.
Oh. Then it's time to go back to town. I don't think I picked up any yellow or rare items that I can use, so everything is for salvaging. Pretty much. I should really make myself a better belt. Pants I'm already wearing. Helmet I've got a better one, probably, so... Anyway, firstly... Okay, slightly laggy again, which isn't fun. But now, where is that? There's the belt. Okay, so I'm just making 5 of these. Yeah. I should be getting something better than this one. Definitely. Yeah. So let's just equip this one for now. No, wait. This one for now, and then let's compare the others. Okay, well, we already got the best one in terms of stats. Strength, intelligence, vitality, and a bit of bonus experience. None of these have magic find anyway, so might as well salvage them back. And stash it. And then go back. These tremors can activate that kind of defensive stance where they take substantially less damage, but not for a long time.
20 years ago, Baal was loosed upon the world. He besieged the barbarian capital of Cesseron and used treachery to access the World Stone Chamber, circumventing the 3 ancient guardians, Talik, Modok, and Korlik. In the end, he succeeded in corrupting the great artifact. Though Baal was slain by heroes, his damage was irreversible.
Which, once again, was a reference to Diablo II, I believe. I think that's where you we actually meet that barbarian city and we'll visit that barbarian city, and you actually fight Baal, who corrupted the world stone and all that kind of stuff. Ooh. Something I noticed earlier is that it seems so natural in these games when you see someone lying around dead, you just take his stuff. Whereas in real life, that is
My strike is true.
strongly frowned upon, to put it mildly, to just loot corpses. Like, it is not allowed. If you walk around and if you were to like witness an accident and someone was clearly dead, if you stole his stuff, you would be punished for that severely. And in this sort of game, it's just the most natural thing you do. Oh, a mojo, caged horror, and a plagued quill fiend kind of thing. I think they are similar to quill fiends. A few enemies in this game are just like recycled, so
They say that Azmodan is the greatest battle commander in all the burning hells.
Azmodan's army is strong, but our will is stronger.
so let's check this mojo out. It's probably not going to be as good, even if I do add a socket to it, because yeah. I don't really need the mana regeneration, and I think even with the socket it would not be as strong. Anyway, the larder. This is
We are not alone in here.
where we face our next boss.
The one who killed Lord Belial. I will savor, tearing the flesh from your bones.
He is a boss which I could never really take that serious, just because I don't know, he just seems to be so ridiculous, like being just a fat farting monster that releases poisonous gas. I don't know. Just not my cup of tea, I guess.
Needs more time.
Yep, needs more time. So as you see, most of my recharge issues are still related to, well, most of my non-spammability problems are caused by recharge, not by mana cost. Okay, almost got him dead though. Yes. And we even got an achievement, which is for killing him without being hit by his gas attack. Nice. You see, well, rather you hear, he just, I don't know, he doesn't seem to be that much of a serious boss.
Garm is the largest of Azmodan's sin lieutenants, and he possesses no less than 4 mouths. Though his voracious appetite is certainly his greatest weapon, his bile and, well, other noxious excretions are equally lethal. When last seen in battle, the Lord of Gluttony swallowed half a dozen angels whole, spears and all.
We did get a nice upgrade to our equipment though. We got nice boots and a nice pair of gloves. Sadly that mojo just isn't up to speed, even with a socket added. So let's go back to town. And there's still substantial lag for some reason.
Empty victory over a useless tool. You have only delayed your inevitable destruction. Your walls have grown no stronger. Our assault continues unabated. The stone will still be mine.
I doubt it. Anyway, repairing all items and then I can salvage the rest. And stash it all away. I seem to be getting the next level of health potions now, so I can store away the greater ones and switch to major. Lieutenant Levale.
Terrifying noises were coming from the armory, so Tyrael went to investigate. He said if you were to return, I should send you there.
Okay. And we'll do the dialogue after the next bit of quest.
I am losing control!
So much for the people in here having an easy time.
Need more time.
Which, well, Leah couldn't control the stone, so things went slightly bad.
The soul stone seems stable now.
The demon's rage has been subdued.
Yes, but for how long? Our time grows short. We must take this fight to Asmodan.
Then I will go to the battlefield and find a way to Ariat Crater and to Asmodan.
Okay.
Can you feel the keep shuddering? Asmodan's siege weapons. Saving these walls will have meant nothing if they're reduced to rubble.
I will find Asmodan's ballistae and destroy them.
At last!
Okay, the eternal conflict.
Tell me more of this eternal conflict.
Since time immemorial, the forces of heaven and hell fought for control of the sacred World Stone, until the day it was stolen by renegades and used to forge your world. Since then, the forces of hell became more interested in corrupting mankind than in facing us on the field of battle.
They meant to use us as weapons, didn't they?
They knew that mankind would tip the balance of power forever, and very clearly, you have.
The creation of the world.
I would like to hear more of the creation of our world.
To escape the eternal conflict, a group of renegade angels and demons came together and created a hidden paradise for themselves. They called this world Sanctuary. Eventually, they commingled. They gave birth to mankind. That is why you have both good and evil within you, and the power of both realms as your birthright. The power of your Nephilim ancestors was so terrifying to their parents that they tuned the World Stone to weaken. They knew they had loosed something unimaginable upon creation.
Seems like that's everything he has to say right now. There's lots of diaries we could have read here, by the way. I spared you most of these because it seems like there's a lot of talking anyway. But we're gonna read this one.
I thought I was going to die when I saw the demon's rage escape from the soul stone. Tyrael and my friend fought them, but I couldn't help. It was like I was watching them through a haze. What is the soul stone doing to me? Asmodan must die soon. Then I will be myself again.
Seems fair enough. And Adria doesn't have anything new to say. We already know our next task is going to be going on the battlefield and destroying the siege weapons, but... Okay, nothing new here. Enchantress, tell me about a sacred pact.
I remember standing before the Prophet, my life hung by a thread, but he healed me and my sisters.
Was the Prophet a powerful spirit?
No, not precisely. I do not know what his true nature was, only that he possessed great power. He said we had done well to slay the demons. He was very kind. When we had recovered, he offered to train us further.
Did you agree?
Yes. I owe him my life. Slaying the lords of hell would please him. It is the least I can do.
Fair enough. And the scoundrel, tell me about your wealth.
What do you do with all of the riches you find?
living a life of depravity and overindulgence, naturally.
In this cold and desolate place? I doubt it.
Fine. Perhaps I've found that my treasure is put to better use elsewhere.
You send your riches away?
We all have debts to pay, friend.
Okay, can I infer? No, I can't. I'm assuming I will be able to investigate further at some point. Hadric, could you tell me about the tide of battle?
The men look to you to lead them. When they see you laying waste to the demon hordes, they are heartened. As you go, so does this battle. Always remember that.
I'm certain once I'm gone,
Things
the
are
demons...
looking up, Martyr. There's barely anything left to kill.
I knew you could do it.
There are other soldiers about besides me, if you haven't noticed.
No, I haven't.
Oh, that was nice. And Shen.
Oh dear. That's a very resolute expression you're wearing. You may as well say what you're thinking.
The spirits say you are a fraud, and a god, husband, and thief of wives, a chieftain, and a vagabond. You cannot be all of these things.
And why not? People can be anything they want, I say. The only limitation is time. And I've been alive for many years.
For more years, perhaps, than a normal man would live.
Oh, yes. And I think everyone would agree that I'm far from normal.
What an interesting figure. If you don't talk to him, he just seems like a random craftsman who does your gemstones, but seems there's more to him.
You're going out there?
That is why I came here.
Make sure you bundle up, huh? You should probably wear an extra layer or two. You can never be warm enough, I always say.
And yet you have not put on more since Caldeon.
Oh, well, it's quite simple. I just tuck a few fire opals in my pockets and under my shirts, and I never get cold. As good as a pair of long underwear.
Seems reasonable.
I've got some new items you might need, friend. Tried the adventuring life. Didn't care for it. Too much pain. Not enough profit.
He's just a normal trader though, so... he doesn't actually have anything interesting. The former mayor.
Now's the time to run, isn't it? While there's a lull in the fighting?
Where will you run that your conscience will not follow?
Okay, just a little bit of information there, I guess. So all that being said and done, I am sorry there was a little bit of talking towards the end, but I said I was going to do the stories, so I did. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye!